take experience, right? So if you study any sort of like cognitive science, what you end up learning is that the human brain is doing a fucking lot all
Right.
the fucking time. All the fucking
Right.
time.
Right.
Just we don't really stop,
Right.
you know, kind of like how sharks sleep.
Yeah. Right. While moving,
That's
always
how
moving
we
forward, never
that's how
moving
we sleep.
backward, and
Correct.
twirling, twirling, twirling towards freedom. Yes.
How
Right.
sharks sleep is how we think.
Yes.
And so this whole little funny thing that is happening right now. And I respect it in the sense that I understand it so far as being like, yeah, sure, like the chips are better. Got it. They're faster. They're smaller.
Sure.
They hold more. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Cool beans. And then you get into things like what we were just talking about vis-a-vis separating the art from the artist, right? And
Sure.
it's like, sure, it can it has gotten to a good place as far as like fixing spelling mistakes and like rephrasing things.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Going over your resume and giving
Right.
you some basic ideas. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we can't ever forget is like when CGI came out as like an animation vehicle for cartoons and everyone's like, "Oh, it's computer generated." And immediately all the computer fucking geeks in my life are like, "Oh, it's the humans inputting into that, right?"
Right. Right.
Like the computer didn't do anything. The computer's just spitting out what we did to it, which is
Yes.
like a basic
Yes.
premise of computing. So
Yes.
it's just the same thing, faster, leaner, meaner, uh more dangerous.
Way more
um
dangerous. Yeah.
I am discomfited by the idea that we take computing so for granted that we're just like accepting it at face value.
Yes.
And we
Agreed.
already talked about this. We need guidelines, bro. We need a fucking council. We
Right.
need
Yeah.
a set of agreements
Yeah.
that as people who are going to engage in computing at any level, and as we adopt the newest ways to do that, um, we have to have a set of agreements go
We
down.
need a Geneva Conventions of
We do,
AI. Like we
100%,
do.
a hundred
It's,
percent. Because I'm not. I mean, I don't like it. I don't use it. I am going to remain old until the day I die. But I don't also have a huge hill to die on when other people use it either. Because it's like, hey, listen, it's a tool.
right.
You're the
Absolutely.
monkey. It's the tool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's fine. Use it
Yeah.
as a tool. I get it.
Sure.
But if we're going to be lacking in critical thinking as to how we use tools that may look like sticks but are actually fucking nuclear weapons, like we really need to reconsider how we approach that
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Because everyone's like,
Absolutely.
cool, I don't have a problem with apostrophes anymore. I'm like, problem with apostrophes? Did you not notice when fucking Grok went all Hitler on everyone? Like,
Exactly.
and that
That's
wasn't
right.
even the first time that shit has happened.
That's right. 100%.
Microsoft looking at you.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
We're not
100%.
doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
And
unfortunate because, I mean, I haven't started talking about UBI yet, have I?
right,
Um,
exactly. Yeah. Which I think is a hilarious thing to try and slide in to basically say that automation and AI and et cetera should just be okay. Because don't worry, the billionaire class is going to supposedly care about making sure that everyone is okay. You motherfuckers are not that altruistic. You've proven
sustainable
that because you
abundance.
have so much money and you don't do anything to help the entire human race with it, as much as you
Sustainable
pretend that you do.
abundance? Yeah.
Sustainable abundance. Yeah.
Well,
Get
you
that
go first
tattooed on
then.
your forehead, Elon.
You
I
go
challenge
first.
you.
Show me what it looks
Yeah,
like.
you go first. Exactly.
Show me.
Yeah. Right. 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 Prove it to me. Go ahead,
I
please.
tip well because I love my friends
Yeah.
and I
Right.
want everyone to be able to pay their rent.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I'm
And
not
the
I'm not a fucking saint here. This is not an altruistic endeavor. This is just a practicality.
yeah. This
of
is
the
not
tax brackets that I live in.
a hard
So
thing to understand.
please show me your sustainable abundance for everyone, Mr. UBI. Let's go
Right.
ahead. Show me.
Right.
Put
Yeah.
up put up the buckaroos. Give everyone the gift card. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
If supposedly everything is so malleable and we'll just say not real now, which, money by all rights is like really not when you come right down to it. That's why you have billionaires and et cetera, because, we're kind of catching on as human beings that like this whole idea of like money and wealth and et cetera is like just well, it is ultimately just a completely fabricated thing by human beings in the long run. But that's simply because we figured out a whole bunch of other things like how to not get killed by bears and other animals and how to make fire and et cetera. And so we were like, well, shit, now we've got to have some way to be able to balance out who gets what and who doesn't. Hey, let's go ahead and adopt all of these ideas behind money and et cetera. So, like, if you're really saying that, if you're like basically trying to posit that that is the way that this is going to end up shaking out because you're supposedly designing such amazing technology in the world of AI that's going to be able to make that possible, then yeah, do it. Go ahead and do it, bro. And you're not going to. We already know you're not going to, because really, you very well could have. You very well, and I'm not even saying that, there's going to be people who are going to listen to me say something like this and be like, you're just saying he should give away his wealth, but his wealth is actually all in stocks and blah 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 and all this. Like, listen, I
His wealth
understand.
is in emeralds and slave labor.
Right, exactly.
Let's just
Yeah.
go ahead and get back to the nitty gritty of it all. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck if he bought PayPal.
Right. Right.
That's
He
not
has
the actual issue. The value of the wealth here goes back to a really disturbing set
right.
of humans betraying humans level of atrocities.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Absolutely not. As much as he tries to argue against that and put up things that are supposed to prove against it, and him basically say left and right that yeah, Ruth is throwing up two middle fingers right now, which highly agreed, because as it doesn't matter in the long run, as much as this guy wants to pretend that he is not somebody who had a silver spoon in his mouth, and that is one of the reasons that he managed to get to where he is, he did, no matter what. And even if he didn't, there's no way in all of human existence that someone amasses billions of dollars without completely subjugating and taking advantage of other human beings and the work that they do. There is absolutely no way. It's actually impossible when you come right down to it. I don't know how many people have ever seen the many things that prove that, how many hours you could work of every day of your life and get paid and et cetera, and that would still not make you a billionaire. That is the simple fact. So this guy doesn't get to be the one who's deciding these things. As far as I'm concerned, he absolutely cannot be, because he's not going to care. He's not going to do this for the betterment of the human race. He can say that he wants to go to Mars because that's how the human race
Oh my God,
continues
please
on.
go. Just go right now.
Just go ahead and go then.
Go.
Just do
Get the
it.
fuck out. Go
Yeah,
away.
please leave. I would
Spare me.
actually welcome it. Like I would actually welcome it, because and
You know
and
how
I'll
they
kind
used
of
to wave like white handkerchiefs when
right.
big old ships would try to traverse the giant Atlantic Ocean between continents. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye, girl. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, 100%. Because, and again, I think I can kind of close this up here, because this is obviously something that goes on very deep. But I think I can close this up with pointing out that in Musk's case, he is a guy who he talks about wanting to go to Mars, and the human race will be multiplanetary by so and so time, and et cetera, et cetera. But he's also the guy who has said multiple times that Dogecoin will be the official currency of Mars. So, okay, got it. You're saying that even when we become multiplanetary, that we all still should be worrying about accumulating dollars, just in this case, dollars in the form of a completely useless cryptocurrency that you've decided has value because you think it's funny and cool. and it doesn't matter to you because you have enough actual money, enough wealth and capital to be able to do such a thing, you're full of shit. You don't care about the human race. You don't care about the future of the human race. You put up that smoke screen so that everybody who is willing to fall for it will continue to say, oh, he seems like one of the okay billionaires. There aren't any okay billionaires. Just so everyone knows, they don't exist.
I still haven't figured out how to roll my eyes hard enough in podcasts for y'all to hear it.
Yeah, we'll have
But
to just come up with a sound clip for that.
but
It'll be
outside
the
of them
sound of a bowling
clattering,
ball rolling
right-
down
yeah,
an
basically.
alley. Yeah, down a bowling alley, you know?
I couldn't agree more, as you well know. And again, I don't really know what the prize is for missing the point
Right,
at that level.
right.
I just thought of like 3 different things that you and I will just have to figure out on the private Discord channel before I say them out loud into the internet. But
Be more
truly
awards that we can give away in the long run.
to the most well deserving of the fucking recipients.
Absolutely, all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I my thoughts are again spicy, so I will keep this short. But number one, I don't believe in altruism.
No, agreed.
I do not believe that that is a natural state of being for human beings.
It would be great if it
And
were, but
it
it's not.
exists, you know,
Yeah.
and we use it, I think, as a value to save us from our worst selves. But basically, the way of the human mind is to serve its needs in this little pyramid format where it's like basic needs and then, you know, to the point of
Maslow's
want.
hierarchy. It's a thing.
Yeah. And so I'm not holding my breath, man.
No, because you will die of asphyxiation.
I'll just yeah, it would
That'll
be
be it.
an accidental one. But I think that even if we do everything in a way that also serves ourselves, we are a self-serving sort of species. That's how you survive effectively.
Yeah.
There are ways to balance and calibrate it, right? So that
Agreed.
more people succeed more, because
Right.
what we want is just not for us to survive, but the people around us to survive.
Right.
I believe that at some point, if you somehow amass enough, right, stuff of value, aka
Yes.
money, to leverage yourself, you will start walking amongst this planet and all of its riches and beautiful people, thinking that you are not the same as the rest of us anymore.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I feel like that is unfortunate for you as a person, and also harmful to, you know, fucking everybody
Literally
else.
everyone.
Like,
Everyone
Jesus.
else. Yeah. Everyone
My
else.
God.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck. Good luck with the robots at the self checkout. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Right.
You can still come in, like, you know, help me pull weeds. Like, I'll pay you in beer and
Yeah.
pinball games, like whatever.
Right.
Like, I like hanging out with people. I've had to deal with a lot of different people, a lot
Right.
this last
Right.
week, a lot of people.
Right. Right.
And it never fails to help me feel better, because
Yeah. Yeah.
you
I
know,
think that the idea
we
of a
do this shit
future
on
that does away with
purpose.
that is unfortunate, you
It
know.
is.
And
And it's also never gonna fucking happen, man.
no.
I left for 4 days, 5 days or something like that, and I came back with so many paper receipts in my travel bag. Like, it's stupid, considering that I only paid by debit card, generally speaking, outside of a little bit of cash. Like, why do I
Right.
have paper receipts? Paper's not going anywhere. Humans aren't
Right.
going anywhere.
Right.
Like, robots can't save us.
No.
And we really shouldn't hurt their feelings if we're going to go ahead and make them sentient either. Like, and I know I'm asking a lot by asking
Right.
us to be real super polite,
Right.
but I don't know.
Right.
Maybe say please and thank you, bro. That's usually how it starts. They get real
Yeah.
salty when we stop being polite. Which
Yeah.
fair.
That's right. Which fair
I
to
get
some.
real salty.
Yeah.
When you're
Well,
not
and
being polite.
and let's just look at it ultimately as I think that the simple fact is that there's plenty of things that human beings shouldn't have to do at this point that sure robots could do. I don't think that somebody should have to work a bullshit job sitting in a kiosk in an airport selling phone cases for
Agree.
8 hours a day, getting paid shit money to do that, but having to do that in order to be able to make money to live because that was the only job that they were able to get. I don't think somebody should be having to do that. Could that be automated? Absolutely. But if it is automated, then that person should be able to do something that speaks to what it is that they truly are good at and ways that they would be able to do whatever little part of it is that they do to improve the world, because that person might be the person who figures out, the proper way for us to be able to power the bajillions of devices that we have without completely destroying the planet. Who the hell knows? We don't know. But when that person is instead relegated to sitting in a kiosk in an airport and selling phone cases and then loses that job because it does eventually get automated out and turns into just a vending machine or something, which is already a thing, right? So I don't even know why we're making people do this. Okay, cool. So let's look at the other side of it, everybody, and say like, okay, well, if we're going to do that, then yes, we should say that everybody does have, I agree, more than a universal basic income. People should have enough money to be able to live. That's just all there is to it. But I just don't trust somebody like Elon Musk when they say that there would be something as universal high income, because it's just smokescreen. It's just a way of being able to detract and keep you from paying attention to the fact that they are up to really shitty things ultimately, and that they get to make decisions about how people's lives actually go because for some reason the light of capitalism shone on them so brightly. But ultimately that's just because they're very good at taking advantage of people. I'm not into it, and that's my AI apocalypse.
Well,
for
the
this
only
week.
business that they're in is fucking extraction.
Right, 100%. Yeah, and I'm not
You
about
said
it.
detract, and that made me think
Yeah.
it's like they are taking away.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
literally the only thing they're good at.
Yes,
And it doesn't matter how you dress it up.
that's right. They're
So
not
sure, we can
adding
talk
value.
we can talk about UBI. I have no problem having a serious conversation about
No,
UBI.
definitely not. Into it.
But as you say, what I'm not interested in is having this lip service from some dude that isn't gonna go first. Go ahead,
That's right.
start cutting checks. You're the one with the
Yeah,
money.
go
You want
ahead.
a UBI? Show
Go ahead.
me.
Do it. Do
How
it.
much do you think I'm worth a year so that I can go
Right.
ahead and pursue my
Right.
passions
Right.
and not what
Right.
bag groceries?
Right. 100%. Yeah.
I had
Answer.
to buy a fucking charging cable at the fucking airport.
Oh, okay. Now there you go. So there it
So
is. I've just you've just made the point that goes
yeah,
to the point that I
I
have.
I
Yeah.
I did the self checkout.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't mind the two young ladies who were just hanging out, not having to put up with my fucking neurotic ass because I
Right.
took the wrong fucking
Right.
charging cable with me. What is wrong with me?
Right.
Yeah, no problem, man. The computer didn't even ask me my social security number. It was fine.
Right.
And that's
Didn't
fine.
take your blood sample or
But,
anything
you
else.
know,
Took your
if there's
money and
anywhere
ran.
else, yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, I'm the one that ran, but yeah,
True.
it did take my money though.
Yes.
But those young people who were manning the robot, they could have been doing literally anything else they wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And as
And
it should be,
yeah.
as it should
Yeah.
be.
If they
we're
were
really
getting paid a lot of money to stand there and watch the robot do its thing, I'm completely fine with that too. You know what?
right.
So
And
it's
if
like,
they're okay
listen,
with
that's
that,
great.
that's cool. That's
And if
fine.
they're good with it, that's right, 100%. What I have problems with so much of this stuff, and really a lot of the AI side of things right now, and again, that's not to say that I don't believe in some of it or even use some of it. I think it's fucking amazing that I can open up a browser window and go to a platform and start coding something without having to dig back into the code that I've learned in the past. And say, I mean, that's cool. but it still means that like I'm doing something to, I don't know, figure out how the thing goes together. But that is kind of a side point here. I ultimately just don't think that these are the people who should be getting to decide how it is that
No, absolutely
these
the
things
fuck
end up
not.
working for the
Obviously
rest
not.
of the human race,
I mean,
because they don't get to decide
show
what
me.
people are valued as. That non-consent part of things is the part that I have a real problem with.
Well, and I haven't been shown any proof that they are trustworthy
Right.
as
Exactly.
far as my well-being or that of my friends and family. Like,
Right.
what are the credentials here? Why why you, little buddy?
Right. I haven't seen
Like,
anything that proves that, because last I checked, all of you all have been sued multiple times and called out for a lot of really horrible things that you've done and everything else. And it's always you guys with too much money who
hmm.
are doing those things and getting called out, and at least the ones that we hear about. There's plenty that we don't hear about because it ends up getting quashed or squashed or settled in the background or whatever else. That's just a simple fact. So no, you haven't
Buried on the
proven
mesa.
that that's right, that you're the wonderful bastions of humankind that are looking to save everybody. You're not. You're
Well, color
absolutely
me,
not.
yeah, color me unimpressed.
Yeah.
I
Very
just,
unimpressed.
I'm not. I'm not that cheap, guys. Like, show me something good.
No, 100%. You
Otherwise,
got
I'm just gonna sit here and talk shit about you all I want.
That's
So
right. You
whatever,
gots to
man.
pay me. Fuck you, pay me. That's all there is to it, you know?
Well, you know, I am asking on behalf of everybody. Like, it's so funny because I think you're the one that turned me on to these mutual aid groups.
Probably.
And
Yeah.
I, yeah. No, but it's like when I can, I just like do what I can where I can, and
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like
Drop a
you're
few bucks here and there, and you've done more than Elon Musk has ever done to
yeah.
provide charity to anybody. That's it.
So
You know, 20 bucks is literally more than that dude has done at all. But he will yammer on and on and on about how he creates industry and creates jobs and et cetera, et cetera. You're no. You do that so that you can make more money, my friend, not so that you can help people. That is not the excuse that you and Bezos and all the other billionaire dudes get to have in order to make it okay that you have more money than fucking Smaug. Okay. That isn't right. Because you are Smaug. You're just Smaug sitting around on top of billions of dollars and trying to tell everybody that it's okay because you're not going to breathe fire onto their villages as a result, because you're allowed to have your billions of dollars. And don't worry, I'll give you a little bit here and there, and it's okay. Fuck off and fuck your mountain and fuck all your money. That's it. That's AI Apocalypse for this week. There you go. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Do you
But
feel
with
better
that,
now?
I feel a little bit better. It
Good.
can always bubble up, everybody. But with that said, obviously we're going along here, but I'm very interested to hear about what has happened for you in the world of pinball in the last week. Let's close this up on a good note, on an enjoyable note.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Something fun.
Something fun. Well, something fun. The whole week has been kind of fun pinball wise. This time last week I was in Portland getting to know, what time was it this time last week in Portland? 6:45. What was I doing? Drinking a beer, getting ready to go
As you
and check
should.
out ground control. Uh my Vegas flight was delayed for a couple hours, but honestly didn't really matter that much. I still got to Portland before the sun set. Got to hang out with my girl. She picked me up from the airport, went back to the house, hung out for a while, and then we went to ground control. I found out as soon as I landed that the big tournament that I went to go play in was postponed because the tournament director fell ill.
Oh
And
no.
so, oh yeah. And so we hung out and played. And then Sunday, there was like a consolation tourney, played in that. And then my friend and her partner, we all went back to the house and had a barbecue. That was fun. And then we went out a couple different bars because Portland has pinball everywhere. Like
Sounds about right. I would expect no
any
less of
bar,
Portland, even
yeah,
never
yeah,
having been there.
oh yeah. And it was so like everything was so cute. Like I will say this, Portland is cute as fuck. Um, It's adorable.
The dream is alive.
Yeah, we watched that today. The husband and I
Yeah.
watched that today.
Yeah.
The Dream of the '90s is in fact alive in Portland.
The dream of the '90s. There you go. Okay. I'm sorry, Fred. I'm sorry, Fred Armisen.
And then I got to hang out with a friend from like middle school and high school, because they live up there, on Monday, and then we played in shout out to the Gator Queens in Portland. I don't know why y'all are called that. I did not see a single alligator while I was out there.
That is such a legit. Is this a
Gate
team?
it's like a tournament title. It's a monthly tournament. It's a
Okay,
Bells
that's
and
awesome.
Chimes vibe.
Awesome.
They're called the Gator Queens, and they were so cool. And we played at this place called Wedgehead. Shout out to Wedgehead. That was really fun. All the machines were like super clean, really fun.
Nice.
And we had like 20 players, and I made it to top 4.
All right.
So I came in
Congrats. Nice.
4th on Monday night, and then I came back Tuesday, and I was an absolute piece of driftwood on Wednesday, and then
As you are after having traveled. I mean, let's face facts. Like, I'm okay with getting older and everything, but at this point, traveling for me is like, you better give me 3 days after, man, because I don't
yeah,
want to fucking be in the world after that.
yeah, no, for real. And so Wednesday, yeah, if you texted me on Wednesday and I didn't respond, I apologize. I probably saw it and then couldn't
Went back
form
into a coma. I
a
mean,
word. Yeah,
it's understandable.
basically.
It's what I would do. Yeah, all the way.
But it was really fun. I mean, shout out to Ground Control, shout out to Wedgehead, shout out to the Gator Queens, shout out to Nat and Aiden and all the cool, fun people that I met out there. There was this really cute restaurant that I visited called Radio Room. It's like this little vintage theme, mid-century modern diner style. The breakfast sandwich was absolutely amazing. Electric Lettuce was the dispensary that I used, and that was really fun. They were
That
really
is
cool
an
there
excellent
too.
name for a dispensary.
I know, it was so
Respect.
cute. It was so
That's
cute.
awesome.
Everybody was really chill. The weather, they were in a heat wave according to them, which I thought was funny because it wasn't that hot, but it was hot
Sure.
for them.
But I imagine a
And
heat wave for them is like 78 degrees or something.
oh, it broke 100, and they were like,
Oh, wow. That had to blow
oh
some
yeah, no,
minds.
I mean
Okay.
it was warm. I'm not saying it wasn't warm.
Sure.
But I don't know. The weather for me was perfect, and I mean, it was sea level, so it was like chewing the air, which is always such an enjoyable experience
Oh,
coming
yeah.
from
Yeah.
the middle of the
When you're from the desert,
mile
it's
plus. Yeah.
pretty weird to be in a situation where there's any kind of moisture
Yeah.
in the air, and if it is combined with heat, you're like, what is this strange,
This is-
mysterious thing?
Yeah, it was
Everybody's like, it's
amazing.
called humidity. You're like, I know it is, but like, there's something else about it.
My
Like, what the
hair
fuck
was
is it?
amazing. My
Oh, yeah.
skin was amazing.
Right.
Like
Oh, yeah.
I was firing on all cylinders. I walked around the neighborhoods and we drove around some. It was really, really fun. I highly recommend checking out Portland as a pinball destination. They hold tournaments like literally all the time.
That's
When
awesome.
when
That's
Nat
great.
dropped me off, she's like going to a tournament tonight. That night on Tuesday. I left, she played a tournament that night.
That's amazing.
Jealous. Absolutely
Okay.
jealous. I was stuck on an
Yeah.
airplane and she was out there playing
Yep.
pinball on Tuesday.
Yep. There you go.
So it's a whole vibe out there. I recommend it. It's fun. Just wear comfortable clothing and always layer up. But yeah,
Yep.
I mean, you know, the next Bells and Chimes here is going to be September 13th. I promise Jacob that I will finish the flyer this weekend. I promise. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that'll be at Boxing Bear Bridges. Shout out to Boxing Bear. I got this shirt for my birthday from them. They're
Wearing
very
the
sweet.
shirt. All
Wearing the
right. There you
Boxing Bear
go.
shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next out of town tournament will be Colorado in early October. So I shall keep you apprised. Until then, you know, play a good game of pinball. Find the tilt bob. Be nice to the machines and each other.
That's been nice to the machines and each other. I love
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the
That's
rule.
legit.
That's
That
the
is
rule.
legit. That is good. You can follow along with Ruth's pinball journeys and adventures on the channel Pinball Wizard on our Discord,
I
and
need to work on that. Yeah, I'll
you
populate it with
may,
some cool photos. I got
yeah,
you guys.
you can follow along there, and you know, we're still getting that whole Discord thing filled up, but it's a great place to be able to get the
Feel free to
additional
pitch in.
information
Yeah,
about what we do.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's part of the fun here is that we are inviting anybody who wants to dive in and be a little bit part of this community, where of course you can also submit to us, you know, situations, people, etc., that you think are missing the point. If you prefer email, you can get us at theartofmissingthepoint@gmail.com. You can always find us on our website at theartofmissingthepoint.com and listen to the podcast anywhere that you stream podcasts or record it to cassette tape. I don't know. Do whatever the hell it is that works
Oh,
for
that would be
you.
so cute.
That would be
I
pretty
hope
dope,
somebody's
actually.
doing that.
I will again, as I always promise, I will give you a free T-shirt if you record our podcast to cassette tape and listen to it on your old Walkman. Big props. That's all I gotta say. Big
Aw,
props.
that would make
Something
me
else that
so
you should
happy.
listen to on your Walkman or your music enjoyment device is our theme song, which is called The Point, which is provided by the amazing Great Fox. You can find him at greatfox.bandcamp.com. The album is called Leftovers. The song again is called The Point, and we are very grateful to Great Fox for providing that song. I mean,
Thank you.
who the hell else could ask for a better song for a podcast called The Art of Missing the Point, but a song that is about missing the point? I tell you, that is kismet right there. So thank you, Great
I was
Fox.
literally humming that out loud today while I was walking around.
It's catchy as hell, man.
It is
It's really
catchy as
good.
hell.
It's
It
really
really
good.
is.
The guy makes some awesome music. So I highly suggest that you all check it out, please. And as always, please feel free to join our Discord, email us, and if anything, just listen in and share the podcast with your friends, because we really do appreciate that. We very much appreciate everyone tuning into The Art of Missing the Point, where we will be back next week asking the question, are we missing the point? Are you missing the point? Or is the whole damn world missing the point? My name is Brian.
This is Ruth.
And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.